Our first guests tonight are starring as Bobby Darin and Connie Francis in the new Tony-nominated musical Just in Time, which is on Broadway now at the Circle in the Square Theater. Please welcome Tony-nominated performers Jonathan Groff and Gracie Lawrence. Jonathan, a longtime favorite of the show, been here a bunch. First time here, Gracie. We're thrilled to have you. Now, congratulations are in order on your Tony nominations. Here is a photo. This is the first time you saw each other after the news had broke.
Yeah.
This is, I guess this is at the show.
Yes, that's in my dressing room.
And, you know, old hat for you right now, Jonathan. Not that I know you're incredibly grateful, but Gracie, first time, how did you find out?
No, I was in bed.
Okay.
I did not set an alarm because I thought the worst thing would be not getting a good night's sleep and not getting nominated.
100%.
But I was in shock. Like my body went into like paralysis, and then my first thought was like, should I update my Tinder bio? Like I just didn't even, I literally, and now I'm hooking up with a lot of gay men.
Oh,
so it's great. Get in line.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank
So
you
it
so
was
much.
the right instinct. It was the right instinct.
Thank you.
Now, I know you are not someone who would ever take any of this script for granted, Jonathan. You are, of course, the reigning winner in this category, but it must have still been thrilling.
I have also updated my Tinder bio. And I am also hooking up with a lot of gay men. Yeah.
What a good time to meet either of you. This is a fantastic show based on Bobby Darin's life, and you were sort of instrumental in bringing this to Broadway, correct?
Yeah, 8 years ago, my friend Ted Chapin asked me to do a night of Bobby Darin music at the 92nd Street Y. And Alex Timbers, incredible director, came on to direct that. And then we started talking about it like it was lit at the Y.
Lit at the Y.
It was popping off. You could hear it at 93rd Street.
You could hear it all the way down to 93rd. And so then, ever since then, we've been developing it as a show. It's been a wild ride. 8 years later, we're finally on Broadway at Circle in the Square Theater. It's so cool. And the thing about Bobby Darin, he was like famous for many things: amazing singer, Grammy-winning recording artist, Oscar-nominated actor. But by all accounts, he was at the height of his powers when he was at the center of a nightclub floor. So Alex and Ted and I came up with this conceit that we would do the show in a kind of nightclub setting. So we've turned the Circle in the Square Theater into our version of the Copacabana. So we've got like audience members sitting at tables. We are, Gracie and I are singing and acting together, literally at tables with people sitting there. It's an incredibly unique, special experience.
I always like asking Broadway performers about their, relationship with the audience, but this one is so much closer. Has the audience been weird given this added proximity?
Yeah.
Have they behaved in a way that is notable?
It's very intimate. We've had people, well, more towards you. There was a woman the other night, we were sitting at our table where we have a lovely scene and there are two people sitting at the table with us. And this woman went, and then she went, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I just love you so much. And Jonathan, like the consummate professional, was like, and went directly into the next line. And I was like, you're just gonna leave me here with that? I was laughing, like I couldn't even go on.
Were you familiar with Connie Francis before taking on this role?
I didn't know anything about her life story, but I knew her music. I knew where the boys are and Who's Sorry Now and Stupid Cupid. And so learning about her life and how impressive of a woman she is was such a dream for me because it's just been fun to like learn about another woman in music who paved the way.
You have there's a moment, I should say, with some very close singing. Where you guys, your faces get very close. I'm just gonna call it like I sees it. Do you find that moment, I mean, do you feel like really in character, or is that when you're, very cognizant of the fact that it's the two of you? I mean, you're very obviously cognizant of a face when it's that close. Yeah.
I have felt Jonathan's breath in my mouth From like, and he'll be at a distance even, and somehow it reaches inside of me. It's a beautiful, acting is beautiful.
Uh-huh.
It's a really important profession, and
I saw that on your Tinder bio.
Okay. Well, so we've done this thing where we sing into each other's mouths, not on purpose, but because the scene requires it.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing is not laughing because there are other people who are like, you're this close, and Jonathan and I are supposed to be having this, we're supposed to be falling in love with each other.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for me to do. And so sometimes, I mean, the song that we sing in the show is called First Real Love, but I feel like we should show off our
a little
gifts.
demonstration? That'd be great.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But don't spoil the show. Sing something else.
I just ate salt and vinegar chips. So
You're saying that as if it's like a new thing. Like every night on Broadway.
you could taste, okay.
The Salt and Vinny.
Okay, so we're gonna sing,
I love you so much.
I love you so much. We're just gonna show you what we do?
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sweating. Okay.
Okay. We're gonna sing, what song are we singing?
Well, there was only a few songs we could clear.
Okay, great.
And
We
this
do
one,
not have a budget for that.
But this one was perfect.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
Okay.
This is Give My Regards to Broadway.
Okay, Broadway.
I know it. Nope.
Everyone hates us. Okay. Ready?
Are we doing it slow or fast?
You have literally so many
I'm now officially the most turned on. I've ever been.
Okay.
You started.
Okay. We'll go like, get it together.
Okay, sorry.
Get
I have trouble with the laughing. That's
Yeah,
my problem.
it's coming across.
out of. I'm just trying to do my job.
Okay.
Okay.
Give 6, 7, 8. Give my regards to
Broadway. Remember me at Herald
Square. Tell all the kids in that 40 seconds. Do you want to try it, Seth?
No, but I will say. I was as turned on as I was before you guys did it, the opposite now. Watching you guys turn your faces and giggle, oh my God. I have a lot more to ask. You guys are going to stick around. More with Jonathan Gracie after this. We're back with Jonathan Groff and Gracie Lawrence. Tony nomination is a big deal, but you have a band called Lawrence.
Yes.
Was that, did you... Yeah.
Jonathan's our only fan.
Did you name it based on your last name, or were they looking for a singer and it just worked out?
That's a really good. No, it was a very uncreative choice. It's me and my brother, and we share a last name.
That's
so it made
fantastic.
sense, Yeah.
You also you were underselling your success. You guys opened for the Rolling Stones, which is a
Yes.
huge deal.
Thank you.
Did you have any interactions? Do you have any interactions with the headliner?
Yes.
Okay.
So during the set, out of the corner of my eye, I saw Mick Jagger watching the
the
set.
opener. That's a big deal.
Terrifying. And I was like, I have to talk to him. And after the set, I went over and he was very generous and he said, I really like your outfit.
Whoa.
You guys, like,
Yeah.
I think that's the best person to ever like your outfit.
Yeah, I think that might be the best. Also, very few interactions that I've had with him in my life that I've been lucky enough to have with him. He is Mick Jagger the whole time, and it's pretty fantastic.
Mick Jagger's.
Yeah.
Did he tell you he liked your outfit?
It did not come up. Weird table to turn on your first talk show appearance. You also noticed that, well, I mean, she's more than just Mick Jagger to you, but you're a huge Beyonce fan. How quickly did you clock this? How quickly did you clock this about John?
I think it was the first thing you said to me. And unrelated to anything. No, you are the biggest Beyonce
This was
fan.
on, our producer Sarah went to the show and noticed that this was a magnet, but that was purchased by you. For
Yes,
example.
I think that was your birthday gift.
Yes, you got me that for my birthday.
You also have some Beyonce
You're really
candles.
pulling up my spot here. I love it. I love it, though. I love it. And This candle was given to me by our incredible director, Alex Timbers, also on my birthday. I turned 40 this year.
Congratulations. There we go.
And the thing that candle really represents, or that is like, it evokes, that's true, is Beyonce is the closest thing I have to religion.
Wow.
Thing. Yeah.
And now, but unlike religions, you can buy tickets to go see her.
Yes!
How many times have you bought tickets to?
Well, I saw the Renaissance tour 4 times.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Which is, and then we're doing our show just in time on Broadway 8 times a week.
Yeah.
But there's a Sunday night that I'm going to in New Jersey of Cowboy Carter, and there's a Monday in Washington, D.C. that I'm going to in July.
I'm very happy the schedule worked out for you.
No, me too. Me too.
You also got a chance to perform with Lawrence, the band.
Yeah.
And you basically did a reimagining of one of the songs in the show. So this is a Bobby Darin song that you sort of updated.
Yeah.
And did you guys basically put together the new arrangement?
Yeah, so it's a Bobby Darin song that he wrote it for Connie Francis, and we kind of depict that in the actual Broadway show. And so we thought it would be a cool one to do with my band. We kind of put our own Lawrence-y spin on it, and it was so fun.
We actually have a cool clip of it. This is a very nice that to prove that you guys are friends. It's not just on stage.
Was my first real love,
but my heart knew then
I'd never have a love again,
like my first real
Two cannot keep your mouths moving each other.
Really?
there's a running theme here.
You know, by the way, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to watch a duet again and not realize they're blowing air into each other's mouths.
It might just be specific to us.
It could be. It could be.
It is a little bit close. Do you feel like there's a moment where it's palpable in the audience when your mouths are getting close? Is there a lot of like oohing?
Yes, because Jonathan laughs every single day.
Do you though? You don't.
I don't. I know. I've been good, right?
I mean,
There's
I
nowhere
laugh
to, I
too.
mean, the other
Laugh
thing that's
too.
amazing about the theater you're at is it is in the round.
Yes.
So there's really nowhere to like sort of tuck your head away and hide if you're about to break.
There is nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
It's funny when Bobby Darin actually, especially on his TV special, which he did in the last year of his life, he did a lot of duets with amazing singers, and Bobby and Connie sang a lot together as well. And he's got a way of really like connecting here. So my excuse is that we're evoking the spirit of Bobby Darin. That's why we're singing so close to each other and to each other's
I will
mouths.
say in their videos, they're laughing a lot, so we get
Yeah.
away with that on stage.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
very.
We can
that's
justify
a good
it.
fallback.
Justify it.
I've talked to Jonathan in the past about his early love of Broadway. You grew up here. Did you start going at a very young age to first Broadway shows?
I did. I mean, I saw so many Broadway shows as a kid. I was lucky enough to do that. And then when I was 12, I was in a Broadway show.
What was your first Broadway show?
Maybe The Lion King. I
Obviously
think.
made quite a mark.
Sorry. Sorry.
For a second that you meant you were in The Lion
Oh.
King, that was your
That's what I
first-
did too when you said that you were in one at 12.
No, I was in one at 12. I was not in
That's
The
why
Lion
I
King.
literally thought you couldn't remember what you were in.
No.
Yes,
Oh my
same.
God. No, I was.
I
in
was
a
like,
show.
are you that prolific? I was in one at 12. What was it? I don't know. Lion
It
King.
is The Lion King.
I did a lot of shows.
No.
Okay, so the first one you saw was Lion King. What was
Yeah.
the first one you were in?
Oh my God. The first one I was in was a show called Brighton Beach Memoirs. It was
Oh,
a play.
great. Yep.
Amazing play. Neil
An
Simon
amazing play, yeah.
Yes, Simon.
It was very short-lived, unfortunately. I think we've already done more shows of this show than I did of Brighton Beach Memoirs.
Wow.
And then I had to like go back to middle school, and everyone was like,
And did they give you a hard time? They're like, not a very long run.
basically, yeah. Everyone was like, where were you? You missed a lot about mitzvahs.
This show's going to run for a great deal longer, but you're also going to go on tour with your band
Yes.
in the fall.
I am.
Very exciting.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that. Congratulations to both of you on the nomination and the show as well. It must be such a wonderful thing to be able to share with everybody. I mean, I can't imagine what a theater's like the night of a Tony nomination morning where everybody just has a chance to celebrate and be so happy.
It was so exciting. Yeah, we got 6 nominations in total for our whole show, and this is. It's been a labor of love for everybody, and it's a cast and a company and a band. Like, the band is on stage with us in a very intimate way. We act with each other. It's just a group of open-hearted, amazing people. And I think that because the audience are in our laps during the show, that literally, you can't fake it. The love up there is real. We're having such a great time.
Well, thank you so much for being here. It's been a great time for me having you. You guys, that's Shannon Groff. That's Gracie Lawrence, everyone. Just in Time is on Broadway now at the Circle in the Square Theater. Stick around. We'll be right back with Audra Arjona.